Okay, this exercise seems to be taking us forever. So I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to show you what the Jamboard sentences were, and you will compare with what you came up with. So the jumbled words should have come to this. This is the guide law. Number one, a guide is reliable and speaks the truth. What does it mean to be reliable, and what does it mean to speak the truth? Are you the one who's always known for telling lies? Are there times when you can speak the truth? And then are there times when you speak the truth and someone is like, are you really speaking the truth? So when you are a girl guide, we expect you to speak the truth, and you should be someone who's reliable. They will know that if I give Mercy an assignment, she will fulfill it because she's a very reliable person. If I send Sarah to the shop, I'm sure she will bring whatever I sent her because she is a reliable person. So as girl guides, we always strive to be reliable and also speak the truth. Then second one was a guide is loyal. You're loyal to your friends, you're going to be loyal to the movement, you're going to be loyal, you know, you're going to come up with, you're going to meet so many things along the way, you're going to make new friends, you're going to, you know, belong to a new family. Are you going to be a loyal person? Are you going to be a person they can rely on? Someone we know that, you know, Prudence is so loyal to the guiding movement that, you know, she cannot betray us. You know, when they say you're a loyal friend, you're someone who cannot betray your friends. You will not betray the promise that you shall have made. 3, a guide's duty is to be useful and to help others. If you remember in our promise, we had duty to God and duty to God and the country, and then helping other people at all times. So it is your role as a girl guide to help other people. You have to be useful, a useful person in society. If you get this information that you're going to learn today, the next day, and maybe in your girl guiding journey, please do not sit on it. Use it for the good of others. Be a useful person. Are you always ready to help? Ready to serve? Are you always available? You go to certain districts and you say, maybe we want to start up girl guiding here, but we don't have a leader. But then there's always that person who's ready to come in and help run the unit, run the club, run the organization. So please always be available and useful, and be useful to other people around you. If you're at home, please be a useful person. Don't be this kind of person who wakes up in the morning and you just want to sit, and yet there is a lot of housework to do. Help others, be useful. 4th is a guide is a friend to all and a sister to every other guide. You've joined a great movement, a movement of 12 million people all over the world. So in girl guiding, everyone is your sister, everyone is your friend. That is why we always call ourselves sisters in guiding. We become sisters, we become friends. Sometimes some people are born without sisters, but through girl guiding, they have gotten new sisters. I have gotten a big, you know, sisterhood around me. Everywhere I go, and I meet a girl guide, that person automatically becomes a sister because we have the same tradition, we have the same history, we have similar things that we believe in, and we are out there, we go out to help others, and therefore the sisterhood in girl guiding. Then 5, a guide is polite and considerate. Are you a polite person or are you rude? Are you considerate of others? For example, you're somewhere, they are serving food. Are you the kind of person who piles your food, your plate to the brim, and then eventually other people won't get food and yours will even remain on the plate? You won't complete your food. Are you being considerate? Polite. Do you know how to use the magic words like saying, please, thank you, excuse me, please forgive me? You'll need to learn how to be polite. If you're meeting other people, speak politely. If you need someone to help you open the door, ask politely. That is what we mean by being polite. And being considerate of others. Being considerate of others means put other people before yourself. You know, most of us are selfish. We tend to look out for ourselves only, and we forget other people around us. So the guide law always reminds us of who we have to be. And all this goes back to our promise. Law number 6, someone was trying to read it, and I think they were reading it the other way around, but at least you had an idea. Law number 6 says a guide respects God's creation and protects plants and animals. Yesterday, we said that we have an environment policy in place. Our environment policy actually relates to guide law number 6. How are you taking care of God's creation, your surroundings, the trees? Are you the one who's involved in cutting down trees and selling charcoal? Are you the one who's dumping plastics all over the place? You find you're moving in a bus after drinking your soda and eating your muchomo along the way. You just throw the sticks and the bottles through the window. Are you that kind of person? Are you protecting God's creation? Are you protecting the plants and animals? Are you, so these are the things that Girl Guiding helps us. It helps us to respect our environment, respect what God put in place, protect it and make it better. Baden-Powell said that leave the world better than you found it. Don't destroy. So that statement actually always goes back to guide law number 6. Guide law number 7, a guide obeys lawful orders. This was recently changed. At first it used to read as a guide obeys orders. Then we asked ourselves, which orders? Because we've had girls who have been abused because it was an order. A teacher gave her an order, go and do this, take my books to the staff room. So, but if they know that a staff room is out of bounds and someone tells you go to the staff room, you will politely refuse. So that's why we said a guide obeys lawful orders, to consider putting in the context of situations where you find that girls are being abused in different communities around Uganda. So we wanted to put it in such a way that these girls should grow up knowing that they have to obey orders that are lawful in order to protect them. So of course, if you receive instructions, then as a Girl Guide, you have to follow. But of course, you follow those instructions that are lawful, not the wrong orders. Then guide law number 8 says, a guide smiles and sings under all difficulties. I don't know how many of you went this far when you were looking at the jumbled sentences. So guide law number 8 says, a guide smiles and sings under all difficulties. We know we've been faced with several situations in lives, but this statement takes us back to how do you handle stress? How do you handle, different situations? Let's say you've lost someone, they've robbed you of your belongings. Maybe something has come over you that it is, of course, something painful that hurts you. Will you sink into depression, or will you find other ways, alternative ways to handle such a situation? So this takes us back to life skills. How do you handle different situations? How do you resolve conflicts? Are you a good negotiator? So it simply says a guide smiles and sings under all difficulties. I remember when I was in senior 3, we went to Kazi for camping. So at the camp, we reached very late because we were coming from up country. So by the time we reached the camp, it was late. We were very hungry. We had traveled for over 6 hours to come for the camp. Then on top of that, it rains in the night. But before it had rained, we had put beans, we had boiled beans. We had left them because they say beans boil faster in the night. I don't know why. I've not yet, thought further about it. So we had put beans to boil. And now in the middle of the night, it started raining. The tents got soaked. We were practically, I think, about to float. If we were not very heavy, we would have floated. So imagine at that point in the night, you slept hungry, you're tired, you didn't even put your food to boil so that in the morning you can prepare something, and now the rain has spoiled it all. But you can't imagine, as Girl Guides, we woke up, we started singing, we decided to even cook, we did things. By the time it came to morning, we had actually set up a very beautiful campsite. So otherwise, some people would get very angry and want to, even go back home. So how do you handle situations? That is what guide law number 8 is helping us to understand. Guide law number 9. A guide makes good use of time, talents, and possessions. Are you, how do you use your time? Do you have talents that you're seated on? Do you take good care of your possessions, your property, or are you these careless people where you put your sweater, that's why you will leave it, and you remember it after you've even reached home, like, oh my God, I think I left my sweater at the camp, or I left my sweater at this one's place, or I misplaced my bag, or you have things, you go to someone's house, but the way they organize their things, the way their bedrooms are organized, the clothes, you go to the kitchen. So you wonder, does this person know how to take care of their possessions? Okay. Talents. Do you have a talent that you're seated on? There is this statement of, okay, there's this man who used to be on Bukede and he used to say, Twali mwavu mpwego we mwavu. You're not poor, but it is your brain. So most of us have talents and we tend to sit on these talents, and then some of these talents can actually make us money. Remember yesterday we talked about creativity. So be as creative as possible so that your talents can actually help you go somewhere in life. Make good use of your time. Don't spend time just lounging around with peers, going to drink, escaping from home and doing that. Use your time to do the right things. Lastly, a guide is pure in thought, word, and deed. Usually women are known for gossiping, not so. And usually what comes out of your mouth is what you're thinking. And so as a girl guide law number 10 is there to help us that whatever you think, you should think right. Don't begin having evil thoughts in your mind, thinking of witchcraft, something that has taken up our society. People are always having evil thoughts. And then they end up going into witchcraft. And yet here we are saying, let us have a duty to God. And then the words we speak, are they good words or are they words that are slandering others? The things we are doing, our actions, are they actions that are helping create change in our society? Are we speaking words where we are helping to speak out for girls within our communities, to be that voice? Are we thinking of ways of making our world a better place? So in summary, the guide laws are there to guide us in whatever we are doing. They are there to help us. Like, for example, some of us join the movement and then people begin saying, what are we supposed to do? If you want to know what to do, the kind of activities you can do to help your community, to help create change, look at the 10 guide laws. These 10 guide laws can help you get activities that you're going to do to make the world a better place. I have spoken for long. This is the end of the session. I don't know if you have any questions. If we were together physically, this session would have been done differently. You would actually act out, do role plays on some of these laws, and you see how applicable they can be in your life. But I'm going to give you a take home, and then the take home is critically look at the promise and the law, and then look at ways in which you think it can be applicable in your life. Do a self-reflection on yourself. For example, think of the things that you've been doing and relate them to the law and the promise. And then if you feel that somewhere you've been doing wrong, you can always check yourself, and then please start living the law and the promise in your daily lives, and you will realize that things will be different. You're going to do your work differently. You will begin taking action differently. Thank you. Enjoy your girl guiding journey. This is a journey of a lifetime, and I wish you the best. If you have questions, please put them in the chat and I will answer them. I'm still on the call. Thank you very much. Janet, back to you, and thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, the YES coordinator, for organizing this. Bless you all.
Bless you too. Thank you so much, Prudence. I'm trying to put my camera very well so that I can give you an angel clap. It's okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's an angel clap for Prudence.
Thank you, Janet.
You're welcome. Let's always reflect on the guide law in whatever we are doing. Without forgetting, let us Let us keep registering our names, even though we are using the device, 2 of us. And before we go for another presentation, let's switch on our cameras, our videos, and we take a picture. Switch on our videos, please. Joanne, Noeline. Ladies, let's switch on our videos. Shirabo. Seeing you, we are not seeing you, Isabella. Okay, we are done. At this juncture, let me welcome Anne Christine to take us through the next presentation of the symbols of unity. And Patricia, the floor is yours, please. And Christine, sorry, and Christine, the floor is yours. And Christine.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm Anne Christine, and I would like all of you to stand up and leave on your videos, please. Everybody stand up. Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear?
We can hear you.
Okay, let me have everybody standing, including Kathy. Including Kathy. I have just one question.
We have lost you. We cannot hear you. I guess we have lost Anne. Rita, would you give us an energizer as we were waiting for Anne to come back? Any a song, music interlude, anything?
when we shine, 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 when we shine.
Serve la luz que brilla.
Своди луч света.
Чало вълка света. Потиста доброжно.
उसे चमकने दो.
Aleu amiraj. అది ప్రకాశికటం.
Okay, ladies, as we wait for Aunt Patricia to come back, let's go to our next session by Madame Kathy, which is track signs and signals. Thank you so much.
Sorry. So I'm called Kathy Nakaziwe. I'm the YES program coordinator. And today I'm going to talk about track signs. Track signs, these are symbols that we use as Girl Guides, and they are unique to only guides and scouts. So these ones, we usually use them when we are going for hikes. A hike is a long journey. So maybe you can decide to move to a place, maybe for a weekend, maybe it can be a day event, it can be in the evening, whatever you want. So what you do, you leave behind these signs for others to follow and find you. And as you all know, we as Girl Guides work in small groups. We work in small groups of 8 people called patrols. So in the patrols of 8, for example, you can imagine a group of 50 people moving to a place. So what you do, you divide yourselves into maybe 10 groups, and then you leave behind track signs. These signs are the ones that people who will come after you will follow. And these track signs are usually made from, you can make them using stones. You can pick small stones and then make them using small stones. You can use ash. We find that ash is different from the soil on the ground, so ash is very visible. You can use sand. Then sometimes we also use grass. For example, if you're going to move in a forest, there is no way you leave behind track signs made out of stones. They'll confuse people. So what you do, you can tie the grass together and then leave behind signs. So let me ask Rita to play for us a video of the track signs and you watch. Okay. Ladies, there is a technology challenge somewhere. So now what I'm going to do is wait for the video to be played. So I'm going to show you the first one. So we have this truck sign. Are we all seeing it? Yes, we are all seeing it. So this one, this truck sign means beginning of the trail. It means beginning of the trail. So I had told all of you to come with maybe small stones, small sticks. Try to make that one somewhere. So try that one out. I'm giving you 2 minutes to try it out. You can draw it, you can make it using stones, ash, sticks. Try to draw it somewhere. So I think you finished doing that. So this one means beginning of the trail. It means that we have started our journey. When you see it, you just know that the person who's moving or the person who you're supposed to follow left behind or has started her journey. Beginning of the trail means beginning of the journey. So I hope everybody has finished that one. So the next one. So another one is this one. So we have this one, an arrow. So try to draw it somewhere or make it using the items that I told you. I'm giving you 2 minutes to do it. Okay, so I think you finished that one. So when you find this truck sign, it means that you should follow. It means follow this road. So when you see it, you just know that you're not supposed to turn anywhere, but you're supposed to follow that road. The video is finally here. Coordinator for Yes Girls Movement. Today, I'm going to take you through the truck signs. Truck signs, these are the signs that we use to show the way. Sometimes when we are carrying out hikes, when we are in a big group and we need to separate into patrols, we use these truck signs to make other people follow and find us wherever we are. So these the truck signs we're going to begin with. This truck sign. This truck sign is beginning of the trail. So this is the sign for beginning of the trail. And for the truck signs, we can make them using either sticks, stones, we can also use sand, ash, whatever that is visible is what we use. And when we are using the truck signs, we put them at the right-hand side of the road. That is where we put them. So I'm going to demonstrate for you here. So this one is called clay dough. one is clay dough, looks like this. It comes in different colors. This is our clay dough. So as I do this, you also try it out wherever you are. You can either use sticks or stones, or just draw them in your notebooks. You practice after the training. So that is beginning of the trail. And with beginning of the trail, it means that we have started our journey. We've started. So the next one is this one. This track sign means follow this road as far as it goes. So this one. So it's just this, follow this road. Follow this road. So I'm going to demonstrate for you here. I'm going to demonstrate for you. So it is like that. It is just an arrow. So when you find it, you just know that the people who put it there are telling you to follow that road. So they're like, don't turn, don't go in there, just follow the road. Then another one is this one. This one means don't go that way. Sorry. So it means don't go that way. So it is just an X. Don't go. So when you find it, you can find that maybe there is a junction. So you are wondering, should I follow this side or this side? So the road that you're not supposed to take, you'll find this sign there. And these signs, you don't put them in the middle of the road. You put them on the side of the road, because when you put them in the middle of the road, people will step on them. So as you come, you don't find anything there. You'll not be able to follow the instructions. Then we have this one. This one, this sign, it means message hidden 4 paces away. His message hidden 4 paces away. So when you find this track sign, you'll find that maybe these people, as they were moving, maybe they were carrying things, maybe they were moving and found sugar canes and bought them. So and they couldn't carry all of them, so they decided to keep for you some to carry. Sometimes it can be a message on a piece of paper. So what you do, you just count the paces like this. You do like this. So if there are 4, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when you look around there, you'll obviously find the message there. So another one is this one. Another one is this one, an empty triangle. So that one means danger. That one means danger. So I'm going to demonstrate for you that one. So it is like that. It is an empty triangle, means danger. So as you move, and if you find that sign, it means that there is danger. So you just have to be alert. Then we have this one, a full triangle. So if you are using stones, it will come out like this. So you just pile the stones together. If you are using ash, make sure that the triangle is full. It's a full triangle like that. So which means this one, when you find this one, just know that it means follow this rod as far as it goes. Please follow this rod as far as it goes. So that one. So when you find a triangle, a full triangle, so let me use the same triangle that I have. Then I fill it with. So you are seeing, so you have stones. When you find this one, you just know that you just have to follow that road. You don't turn anywhere. So just follow the road as far as it goes. So you just move. So that one. Then we have this one. Sorry, I did not organize my blackboard well. Sorry. So we have this one. This one means obstacle to be overcome. Meaning as you are moving, there is an obstacle ahead. And this one is different from danger. So obstacle, maybe there is a road that fell in the middle of the road. Maybe there is something that might disorganize your movement. So this one is like a warning that you have to be careful as you move. So this one means obstacle to be overcome. So it means that you'll go over it. It is not something very serious. So they're just warning you about it. Then, so I'm going to make it for you here. So this is obstacle to be overcome. You can make it slightly longer. Finally, we have this one. This one means that I have gone home. It means I have gone home. Or, so whenever I find this one, you just know that the person who put it there means that she ended her trail there. So you don't have to look for those people anymore. When you find that one, just know that they ended their movement. So when you find that one, you just know that they ended. Sometimes when you find it, you'll find that the people are around there. Sometimes they put these track signs and leave them behind. And this same sign, it is also on the grave of our founder, Baden Powell. So when you go to Nyeri where Baden was buried, meaning that I have gone home. And then again, if you are moving in groups, so it is like this. So this one means that I have gone home. That is the sign for I've gone home. And whenever you are moving and you find track signs, the last group to move should remove the track signs. You shouldn't leave the track signs. Otherwise, when you leave them there, you never know. Rebels might follow you up. And the other reason why you have to remove them is that some people who are not Girl Guides might misuse them. And besides, we as Girl Guides should leave the place better than we found them. So we shouldn't leave the track signs along the way. So the last group to move should remove the track signs along the road. Thank you so much. That marks the end of my session on track signs. Okay, now I'm going to teach you about whistle signals. In guiding,
Rita, please press pause.
we use whistle signals
Rita.
to communicate. We don't call people by their names. So all of you should.
Okay. So we have seen the track signs. So those track signs, like I said earlier, we use them when we are going for hikes, when we are going for community work. We find that it is not good for us to move in big groups. So sometimes it can be like a challenge. The guide or the guide leader can leave the track signs behind as an assignment for her group, so that the girls or the guides can find her. So she leaves them behind. Then you have to follow them until when you reach where that person is. And then sometimes this person can just leave them there, and then she goes back home. So you're struggling to look for her, but she's not even there. So until when you find the last sign which says, I've gone back home. So, and these track signs are put on the right-hand side of the road. Don't put them in the middle of the road because people will step on them. You have to put them on the side. And the last group to move should always remove these track signs because people might misuse them. So let me ask Rita to share the screen on the track signs so that everybody can try them out. The track signs from the PDF. People, you are going to try out these track signs. Try them out on your own, and then you see if you've learned them. Okay. So people, you can see the track signs. Let everybody try them out. If you don't have the stones, the sticks, you can just draw them in your book. So I'm giving you only 5 minutes to finish that. Then we continue. Use Zoom on your phones. You touch the screen and then move it and make the image wider or bigger.
Okay, the 5 minutes are done. Next, we are going to go to the whistle signals. So I had told you to look for whistles or pen covers. So with this assignment, I'm just going to display a video on the whistle signals. Then afterwards, we shall go to the breakout rooms and practice from there. Rita, please show the video on whistle signals. So as she plays the video, the whistle signals are used as a means of communication for the Girl Guides, especially during the camp. During the camp, we don't really shout out people's names. We don't say, Sarah, Mutesi, no. What we do, we just blow the whistle, and then the Girl Guides understand those whistles that we blow. So the means of communication, okay, the video is here. Yes. Signals. And if you don't have a whistle like this one, you can use, sometimes you can use the pen covers. So you can practice. Some of you know how to whistle using your lips. So you can also try that one out. So the first one is a whistle signal for attention, and it is like this. That one, whenever you hear it, you just know that they are telling you, maybe you've been mosquito. Okay, so the video, I don't know what has happened with the video, but let me just continue. So, like in the video, I was explaining how to use the whistle signals. So with the whistle signals, when we blow like this, that one means attention. Sorry, it means silence. This one, that is silence. That is silence. And then when you hear a long one, this one, that is silence. It means that you should keep quiet. But the one for attention, it means that one should keep quiet and wait for the next instruction. With silence, maybe you are somewhere and people are making noise, then the silence whistle is blown. Then we have this one. That one, it is usually very fast. So it calls upon people to come for an activity. So when you hear it, sometimes you first hear the one for attention, which is this one. Then after that, sometimes they blow the whistle calling for everybody to come. And the whistle calling for everybody to come goes that one. Then we have another one which calls for patrol leaders. Patrol leaders, I think you people are put in patrols. So the whistle which calls upon patrol leaders to come is blown like this. So there are three dots and a dash. 3 dots and a dash. So that one calls upon patrol leaders to come. Then we have this one, another one tells people to go away. And that one is that one tells people to go away. about whistle signals. In guiding, we use whistle signals to communicate. We don't call people by their names. So all of you should endeavor to learn these whistle signals. And if you don't have a whistle like this one,
whistle signals on the
if you don't
board
have
so
a
that you
whistle
can
like this
practice.
one,
Yes, we
you
can
can
see.
use, sometimes you can use the pen covers, so you can practice. Some of you know how to whistle using your lips, so you can also try that one out. So the first one is a whistle signal for attention, and it is like this. That one, whenever you hear it, you just know that they are telling you, maybe you've been making noise, so they're telling you to be alert. Sometimes they're telling you, and whenever you hear this one, the one for attention, you just know that there is another whistle that is going to be blown to give you more instructions. Then the next one is silence. It is just a long dash. It is, that is the one for silence, meaning keep quiet. Then we have another one, goes. So it is a dot and a dash, a dot with a dash, a dot with a dash. So that one, it is an alert whistle signal. It is telling you to look out, get ready, be careful. Maybe there is a problem somewhere. Maybe people have seen a snake. Maybe people have seen, so you just know that there is danger somewhere. Then we have this one, 5 dots. They can even be more. So it goes. That one, it is calling upon people to come. Maybe they are calling you for training, they are calling you for colors. So whenever you hear that one, you just know that it is calling upon people to come. Then we have another one, dash. It is just a dash, dash. So it is just a long whistle. So it is that one. It tells you to go away, go away, go away, disperse. So for example, maybe you've come for parade and they've given you instructions. So when they're telling you to go away, they can blow that whistle. Then we have another one for patrol leaders. It is 3 dots and a dash, 3 dots and a dash. Goes. So with that one, even when you're hearing it, it is as if it is saying, patrol leaders, patrol leaders. Let me whistle that one again. It goes. So that is the whistle for calling upon patrol leaders to come. So you've been given patrols. So in case maybe if we are maybe at parade, and you hear that whistle, just know that they are calling only the patrol leaders to come. So not everybody is a patrol leader. So they've told you about patrol system, you know about patrol leaders. So they're the leaders for each patrol. Thank you very much for listening to me. Hi everyone. I'm going to take you through the notes. In guiding, we use notes a lot, especially during the camp. During the camp, we do a lot of notes. Now we are going to put you here. I'm going to ask, I've requested Rita to, now we are going to go into breakout rooms, the rooms that were in before, so that we can practice the whistle signals. Whistle signals, yes, those ones. So Rita, please help me put people into breakout rooms. Ladies, touch your screens and increase the size of the image shared. Just like this. So you can hold the screen and then increase the size. The breakout rooms, So when you go to your breakout rooms, you can take a picture of you can use your gadgets to take pictures or write somewhere so that you'll be able to practice. Otherwise, we might fail to share in the chat these whistle signals. Please join your breakout rooms. Thank you so much, ladies. You've done a great job in your breakout rooms. So when you go back home or when you get a better whistle, try to practice these whistles. They should be part of you. Otherwise, when you're communicating as Girl Guides, we don't just shout out people's names. We communicate through whistle signals. Thank you so much. That marks the end of my session. Over to you, Janet.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Cathy, for that great session. Madam Cathy, I'm going to give you a sweet clap. Mm-hmm. 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 Madam Cathy, she has received it, and even Patience's participants have also sent you sweet claps. Without wasting time, I would love to invite Anne Christine to take us through the symbols of unity. Thank you so much. And we should be time conscious because people are using work from home bundles, which will expire within a few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. And thank you, participants. You're doing a great job. But can you stand up a little bit and stretch? I'll tell you what to do. Stand up and put on your videos. Janet, help me to see that everybody is under the video. So we are going to start stretching. Use your hand first. Do what I do. Then the other one. Shake your head. Shake your soldiers. Shake your body. And shake your kabina. Okay, thank you. You can sit down now. This afternoon, we are continuing with symbols of unity. I have some people, some patrol leaders who are ready to give us some. I'll switch off my video so that you pay attention. I have some patrol leaders who have been very active with me. And we have been talking about patrol system. You were placed into your patrols, and I had to look for the patrol leaders. The patrol leaders had to look for their patrol members. That is how we work. I wouldn't be able to contact everybody in the unit or a company or a team because I see we are from the whole country. So my small group had to also had to make their small groups. And that's how we work. Some people did not respond to me, but some of you have got your assignments. Rita, thank you for projecting. Can you go to the next slide? In our patrols, we are going to look at symbols of unity. But we have symbols of unity everywhere we stay. You can have symbol of unity, a symbol of unity at your home, in your community, religion, clan, your school, district, country, political party, and other sessions. And as well as UGGA, we also have our symbols of unity. Now, Janet, you are going to help me. We have 14 patrols. You are going to help me to give points to those. The first 5 to answer are the ones you give marks. So the first one you give 5, the second one you give 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. So when I ask a question, let people write in the chat. I hope they all understand. So I'm going to ask for the symbols of unity, a symbol of unity in your home. Any answer? You have to be very fast at answering.
When they're answering, let them please write their patrons.
Patron name.
Your patron, so that I get to know which patron is answering.
Okay, there was one answer. Now I'm going to the next one. I'm sorry, my screen is small. I'm using a phone, so I can't see everything at the same time. Okay, now the next one is, in your community, what is the symbol of unity in your community? Next one, what is a symbol of unity in your religion? Make sure you give the marks to the correct answer. Okay, what is the symbol of unity in your clan? In your clan, whether you are from where or where, in your clan. This is wonderful, excellent. People are responding. I hope everyone is participating. What is the symbol of unity in your school? Great, that's wonderful. Now, what is the symbol of unity in your district? Kathy, you can also help to give marks. Janet, you can go on, but Kathy can help you because it is. I am going very fast, and there are many responding.
But Madam Kathy went off. Her budget. She's here, but went off. So.
Okay, anyone else can help. Okay, what is the symbol of unity in your district? Where did I reach? In your district, what is the symbol of unity in your district? I know Arua is a cock. What is a symbol of unity in your country? If you are from Uganda, what is the symbol of unity? From Rwanda, what is the symbol of unity? What is the symbol of unity in your political party? What is the symbol of unity? In my party, it is green color. What is the symbol of unity in your other association? If you have another association, what is the symbol of unity? In my other association, for me, it is a snake. The medical association. Then finally, we have UGGA. That one we can leave out. Who has the highest marks, Janet?
I was still calculating, but sunflower and red rose, they took the.
Okay, you tell us. You keep calculating. Now, symbols of unity is anything. Any symbol is anything it can be a stick, it can be a flower, it can be a tree, it can be a drawing, it can be anything. Like in your schools, maybe you have a school anthem. All those things are symbols of unity. And so for us, this afternoon, we are going to deal with symbols of unity that join us in the whole world as guides and some other common things. Let's go to the next slide. Rita. Is Rita there? Yes,
There.
thank you very much. Okay, now if you look at that slide, we have symbols of unity. Yeah, we call them Girl Guides, world symbols of unity. There we have the world trefoil, the motto, the salute, the handshake, the good turn, the world badge, the world flag, world song, and thinking day. Now I worked with the patrol leaders. So some patrol leaders have got something to present. Let's go to the next slide. Next slide. Okay, the next slide is in number 1, the world trefoil. And we have the one presenter in White Rose. So White Rose, can you present? Presented by Jenna Cheng. I don't know whether she has someone else to present. And you have just 2 minutes because we have lost time. Jenna Cheng, are you there? Please unmute Jenna Cheng.
Is she Jenna Chen Rita?
Jenna Cheng, I think Mercy.
Mercy, okay. She's unmuted. Let her.
Hello, Jen. Can you tell us about the world trefoil?
Hello.
Yes, Jen, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. This is Mercy Jane Acheng. I am the patrol leader of White Rose, and our assignment was finding out about the world trefoil. So the world trefoil, it's a golden symbol that is used by all Girl Guides worldwide. It was designed to be strong and highly distinctive. It's composed of some elements. The elements include, there is a golden yellow trefoil on a blue background. The blue background represents the sky. Then the golden yellow trefoil, it represents the sun shining over all the children of the world. And then the other element is, it contains 3 leaves, which represent the threefold promise as laid down by the founder, the promises that we were talking about earlier. Then there is a flame that is at the base. It represents the flame of the love of humanity. Then there is a vein pointing upwards through the center of the trefoil. It represents a compass needle that is pointing the way or the right direction for us.
Please show the next slide. Sorry. Let her show the slide so that they can see what you are talking about. Yeah. Continue.
Can you get me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mercy.
Slide number 7, that one. Yeah.
Go on, please.
Are you finished, Jen? Okay, we have lost her. Let's go ahead. So the world trefoil. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for that presentation. That is the world trefoil. You can see there that symbol, just that symbol. and we can find it on guide properties. You can find them on books, on letterheads, on the flag, and on the door entrances, everywhere in the whole world. Next slide. Next one is the motto and sunflower. Sunflower, can you present? Do we have Immaculate with us? Immaculate Nantume, is she there?
No, I can't see her.
Okay, next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, thank you. No. It's
What
about
about
the
the
motto.
motto?
Yeah, the motto, I think most of us know the motto. It is be prepared. And the motto, be prepared, shares the founder's initials, like Baden-Powell, so it comes from there. It tells us to be aware of our surroundings, just ready to help. So be prepared, you have to be ready, prepared to help at any time. Next slide. This number 3 is the salute. So the next symbol is the salute. We have also the same salute. This one will be presented by Daisy Patrol. Do we have Maureen in the room? Maureen Achen.
Is she Marina Chenrita?
Maybe she's not there. So the salute is also a symbol of unity in the whole world. So as guides, Prudence had talked about the salute. And the guide salute is given with the right hand, fingers reaching your soldiers. The 3 middle fingers point upwards, close together, while the little finger is held down by the thumb. It is used as a greeting to all members of WAGs and as a respect to the flags. Also used during enrollment while saying the promise. You remember Prudence talked about the promise. And wherever you are, can you try to salute? Everyone salute. And when we are saluting, we have to stand. So you have to stand up and salute with your right hand. Your fingers, if you don't have your right hand, you can use your left. Only if you don't have a right hand. Then your fingers should reach your soldiers, but you don't go up to the head. You don't go up to the head. If you have any questions, keep asking questions as we go along. Handshake is another one. Handshake, we all shake hands with our left. Oh, sorry. Do we have Cock Patrol here? Do we have Jane Kobusinje?
Around, she can unmute herself.
Jane Kobusinje, you're welcome to talk about the handshake.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I'm Jane Kobusinje, the patrol leader for the Cock Lookout. So our assignment was find out about the guide handshake. Here the guide greets another guide using the left hand. This shows friendship amongst girl guides. That is what we came up with. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jane, that was good. Now what we have on the screen, you can all read what is there. We have the guides greets one another by shaking hands with the left, which you have mentioned. It's a sign of friendship, a special way of showing respect.
Respect. Yeah.
Respect. The left hand was introduced by the founder. Next slide. We have another symbol of unity, that is the good turn. Good turn. We have to do when you looked at the promise this afternoon. You saw the promise, and you say you promised to do a good turn at least every day. So that one, orchards, is orchards here. Pouring Nansamba, is pouring Nansamba in here?
Respect.
No?
Not
Okay.
there.
Okay, the good turn is just something good you do to someone willingly and happily. And it is your first obligation as a guide. Which that good turn, you said it in the promise this afternoon. So offer yourself. You offer yourself to do service to another person. And that fulfills your guide law. Number 3, you did about the guide laws this morning again, this afternoon. So you know about that one as well. You don't need to go any further. So our other symbol of unity is the world badge. We have our world badge. Violet, do we have Violet here? Janet, I hope you are still giving points. Those who present, they get 5 each. Those ones, the other ones get 0s. So we have the world badge. The world badge should be presented by Jacqueline Abalo. Is she here? No?
No, she's not there.
Okay. So then let me talk about the world badge. Always, if anyone wants to say more about a symbol, you can raise your hand. The world badge is the world trefoil on a blue background, worn by all members who have made the promise, and is worn in or out of uniform. So that world badge, I can't say much. I cannot tell you what, because the first person already mentioned the colors, the stars, and whatever is in that badge is what is in the symbol, the first symbol of unity we saw,
Yes.
the world foil. So this badge, everyone can put on this badge, but either on uniform or not on uniform. And why on or out? There are some badges that you don't use when you are not in uniform. So we got the next. Next one is the world flag. World flag is supposed to be Janet Achol, Kingfisher. Do we have Janet Achol? Kingfisher Patrol?
She's not there. I can't see her.
No. No representative? The representatives are supposed to put up their hands. Now the world flag, Rita, can you put up the world flag, the next slide, so that everyone can see? Now the world flag, look at it. It has the trefoil symbol. It has those steps and it has that white part, and it has colors. So everything there has a meaning. So we have the blue and golden background. See that we have the blue and then we have the gold. It represents the sun shining down on all the children of the world. So the sun can be the golden, and the blue can be the world, the sky. Now the vein, if you can see the vein is that one which looks like an arrow pointing up. We call it the compass needle pointing the way. So we have to go the right way. Then we have those two stars. You can see the two stars. They implicate the guide, law, and promise. Then we have the flame. The flame, there is a flame there just below that compass. The flame means the internal love of humanity. Then we have the three trefoil leaves. You can see those three. There are three of them. They are trefoil leaves, and that is the threefold promise. You see our promise, you were told it has three parts, and that's where we have that trefoil. Then flowing border. You can see that border of that symbol, which comes from the flame. That flame, it goes around the trefoil. That is it implies worldwide and growing movement. And if you look at that border, it doesn't close. There is a place which is open, which means we still have more room for more girls. So after this training, my dears, if you have not recruited anyone, go back and recruit even more than 5 people into the Girl Guides movement. Then we have 3 orange squares. Those 3 orange squares on the flag at the corner, they represent again our threefold promise. And then the white blaze, you can see the white color in the corner, is a symbol of worldwide peace, which all guides work for. So remember that we are all working for peace as guides. So let's go to another symbol. Another symbol of unity is our world song. We have a world song. The song we always sing and sing and sing is our world song, and we sing it occasionally. But we have Red Rose. Do we have Jolie Nabusita in the room? She can present and tell us about the world song. Nabusita? Jolie? Is she there?
Let me check. Let me check.
I'm right here.
There.
You're welcome, Jolie.
Thank you.
Meanwhile,
So,
you can take the slide. Okay, go ahead, Jolie.
Okay, thank you. Our way
Let's
is
talk
clear.
about the world song.
Oh,
Let's talk
thank
about-
you. Thank you. Oh, sure. So the world song is an international song sung by all Girl Guides throughout the world. It is usually sung when the world flag is hoisted, or when it is taken down, as well as before trainings begin, when there are any annual meetings, if, let me say, there are conferences where guides are meeting, it's usually sung just like a national anthem, just like in Uganda, how we sing our national anthem before starting a conference or before starting a training. So it's the same as the world song, except it's for the Girl Guides. So that is a brief history of the world song, basically. You'll find it's the same song sung in the Philippines. It's the same song sung in North America, South America, Asia, Africa, throughout the world. That's why it's called the world song, I guess. So then when it comes to singing, it goes as follows. Please don't mind my voice. I'm not a good musician. Our way is clear as such and see our flag. Sorry.
Okay. Me and Janet are going to help you. Janet, we can sing together. 1, 2, 3, go. Our way is clear as we march on and see our flag on high. Is never far throughout the world, for hope shall never die. We must unite for what is right, in friendship true and strong. Until the earth in its rebirth shall see us.
So shall sing our song.
Thank you very much. That song will be played for us another time when we have the time, so that we all learn it. Now, something else again that unifies us with the whole world is a thinking day, the World Thinking Day. And White Lilies can tell us, do we have Janiton here? Janiton Nakauki. Is she there?
No, she's
yes, Anne.
Janiton. Janiton is not there. Okay. World Thinking Day is another day for us that the whole world celebrates. World Thinking Day is a time for guys and Girl Scouts to think about their peers in other parts of the world. So on that day, we have to think about the whole world. You think about someone in other parts of Africa, think about someone in America, in Europe, in Asia, everywhere. In 1926, Thinking Day was established when guys and Girl Scouts all over the world would remember each other. So February 22nd was chosen to celebrate the joint birthday of Robert Baden-Powell and his wife, Olive. Thinking Day is renamed as World Thinking Day. So you realize here that both Robert Baden-Powell, our founder, and his wife, Olive Baden-Powell, were born on the same day, but different years. That is the Lady Baden-Powell, Lady Olive Baden-Powell was born in 1889. And Lord Baden-Powell was born in 1857, but both in February 22nd February. And we have our song, our Thinking Day song we usually sing. I'm not going to sing it, you will sing it in the future. Do you want me to sing it? Would you like me to sing it? Yes or no? Anyone who is unmuted can say yes or no.
Yes, please.
Okay. My voice is not so good. Hey, hey, hey. Meanwhile, you also go along with me. Hey, 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 it's thinking day. Hey, 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 it's thinking day. Hey, 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 it's thinking day. All over the world, it's thinking day. In America, it's thinking day. In Africa,
Thinking day.
in Asia, thinking
day. All over the world is thinking day. Hey, hey, hey.
is thinking day. Hey, hey,
Hey, it's
is
thinking day.
day. Hey, 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 is
It's
thinking.
thinking day. All over the world is thinking day.
Thank you, thank you. I hope others also have also got it. I would like us to sing with Rita. Can you put that song if you are happy and you know it? Clap your hands. Do you have it there?
I'm sorry, Rita has stepped out.
Oh, okay. Then let's all stand up. I will sing. Let's stand up. Let's see everyone standing up. I will sing and you do what I say. You will sing wherever you are, but you don't unmute. Just sing. See what I do. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to shout. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, slap your thighs. If you're happy and you know it, slap your thighs. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to shout. If you're happy and you know it, slap your thighs. If you're happy and you know it, say I am. I am. If you're happy and you know it, say I am. I am. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to shout. If you're happy and you know it, say I am. I am. If you're happy and you know it, do the three. I am. If you're happy and you know it, do the three. I am. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to shout. If you're happy and you know it, do the three. I am. Thank you very much. You can sit down. Okay. Thank you for participating. Can we go to the next slide, please? Next slide. Okay, now we have other things in common, things that make it, that unite us. Here we have World Thinking Day symbols, then Thinking Day Fund, the uniform, and then we also have our Uganda badge, but it also has a relationship with other countries. And we have the guide law, which you talked about already, and the promise. So for World Thinking Day symbol, canary. Next slide, please. The person on the, on the PowerPoint, you have to be a bit faster. Okay, thank you. So we have Canare. Canare, do we have Canare Patrol with us? Sauda Nancha, is Sauda Nancha there? No, she's not. Okay, Sauda Nancha is not there. I will go on. World Thinking Day symbol. No, just go to that symbol. Go back to the. Go back, please. Yes, there. Because you have to look at those symbols. The symbol, World Thinking Day symbol was introduced in 1975. The wild trefoil in the center represents, I'm talking about that first symbol you see with the arrows. The first one, the black one, it was the first symbol which was introduced in 1975. And that wild trefoil, you can see the trefoil in the center, represents the World Association. The arrows pointing towards the trefoil represent action and give direction for that action. The arrows may also represent ways and means by which the World Association can be helped by all its members. The round shape of the design can be interpreted as the universality, the worldwide aspect of our Girl Guides and Scouts movement. So that was the first symbol which was introduced. Then as time went on, they kept changing. So now every year we have a symbol. Now, if you look at those symbols, the other three, there's one for 2020, another one for 2019, another one for 2021. Then we have Thinking Day Fund. We have the Thinking Day Fund. Do we have the Dove Patrol in here? Faith Tumusime, care of Ida. Is Ida in this room? Ida Masaka. Okay, if we don't have Ida, let's continue with the Thinking Day Fund. Thinking Day Fund, it's called the World Thinking Day Fund, supports the work of the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. Since 1932, the fund has been helping girls around the world through the work of WAGs. I brought this up because as guides in the whole world, we have to collect this fund. So when you have a Thinking Day celebration in your district, wherever you are, please make an effort to collect at least a penny. A penny here, I think, is 100 shillings. But you can collect, you can go as far as 500, 1,000, whatever you can manage. So that fund is taken back to our world center, and it helps. It is a contribution towards helping other sisters who may need, who want to start projects. Even as we benefited, we have projects in our country. And that's how we also benefit from this Thinking Day Fund. So please never hesitate to to contribute towards Thinking Day Fund. Now, another thing that unites us, we may have in common, is the uniform. We have uniforms. Do we have swallows? Swallows, tell us about the uniform. It is still Ida. Ida, Joanne. The room has kept quiet. Eh? What's going on?
Sorry, what is her name?
Ida Namaja. What has
No,
happened?
she's not here.
Okay. We are on uniform. So if we look at uniform also in the whole world, every country has a different uniform. All countries have different uniforms, but somehow, in a way, there's somewhere where we are similar. We might have scarves. The scarves, some countries have hats. We used also to have the hats. We have the blue. That blue is so unique with us guides. And if you look at that photo, we have got those young girls. Those girls are from Kenya. Those are Kenya Girl Guides. Even the bottom one is the Kenya Rangers from Kenya. And we have on our right, that is Uganda. I'm sorry, it's not so clear. But the first person on the right has got the leaders, the guide leaders uniform, which is a dress. Then the other ones, they have the young leaders uniform, the skirt and the blouse. So that also is something that we have in common. Now we have got the next one. We have a Uganda trefoil. We have our Uganda badge. And on our Uganda badge, we also have a trefoil in it. And if we relate that to other countries, we have Elvida in the room. That is, she represented Flamingo. Do we have Elvida? Is someone helping me? Where has Janet gone?
I'm right here.
You were helping me to sort out to get the people, if members were there, if the patrol leaders were there. Is the Elvida in the room? Okay, if she's not there, let's look at those badges. Those are badges from different countries. And if you look at Uganda, the trefoil of the Uganda badge, she has got the trefoil. That is the trefoil we have been talking about. And if we look at Tanzania, those two badges, at the bottom, there's Tanzania, and then the next one with the giraffe. Those are also Tanzania. I think one was the first one, then the other one was later on. Then the smaller one there is from Australia. You can see we have things in common. It is the trefoil that makes us, that unites us. Then if you look at those ones, you can see everywhere is a trefoil. Then we got the next slide. It's about the guide law. And the first session was about the guide law. We have Peacock Patrol here. Is Maria Nkoki in the room? Okay.
Maria is not there.
Okay, but we have already gone through the guide law, so we can't go in detail. I'll just read through, just to remind you as a summary. Law 1, a guide is reliable and speaks the truth. A guide is loyal. A guide's duty is to be useful and help others. A guide is a friend and a sister to every other guide. A guide is polite and considerate. 6, a guide respects God's creation and protects plants and animals. 7, a guide obeys orders. 8, a guide smiles and swings under all difficulties. 9, guide makes good use of time, talents, and possessions. And number 10, a guide is pure in thought, word, and deed. So the guide law in the whole world also, the guides have a law. So we have a law, they also have a law. So that one also we have something in common. And lastly, Janet, is Rita back? Is Rita back?
Rita is not yet back.
Okay, Janet, you have that song of the birds?
The chicken dance.
Yes.
I don't have it.
Oh dear. It was supposed to be on the last on this
Let me check.
presentation. Check, it will be the last one, and we're about to finish.
She has it.
Pardon? If you find it, you will help me to demonstrate and others can follow. Okay, now the last we have the guide promise, which we already also looked at, and we have crested crane. I missed to. We have crested crane here, but the person coming in for crested crane is Patience. Patience has a group, and they're going to tell us more about the promise. Patience and group. Unmute Patience and her group. Joanne? Joanne?
Yes.
Can you unmute Patience and her group? They're giving us more about the promise.
Patience. Yes, I have asked her to unmute.
Patience, are you still there?
Yes, we are.
Okay, can you present your promise?
Okay, but I think at the start of the session, they told us more about the promise. Maybe was anybody absent by then? Oh, so what I did, they're going to help us go through the promise. They're going to show us how to stand and say it. Then we shall have a second session of, I still have some deaf children around. So I have my deaf child who's going to represent us. She will also sign for us the promise on her own. So here we are. Are you ready? Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
1, 2, 3, start.
On my honor, I promise to do my best, to do my duty to God and my country, to help other people at all times and to obey the guide.
So now when we finish this session, by tomorrow, we shall have finished our tender food. So we shall be enrolled in as Girl Guides and we shall make this promise. Remember, I have to keep it throughout because we are Girl Guides for life. So it's not a 1 month thing, a 1 day thing. I have my daughter, my girl, she's going to show us, she's going to sign for us. I have some deaf children. I hope you enjoy. So
we have lost you, Patience.
Oh, you have lost us.
Yeah, we didn't hear the last part.
Oh, she's going to have to sign for us. You give us the
okay.
Going to sign for us the promise. so that we can cater for the deaf children when schools open. Eh? So she's
Okay.
ready for us to do. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you very much. I hope we catered for everyone. That's what we have for today. Thank you.
okay. Thank you very much, Patience. I hope it is true that now everybody has been catered for. So that was my presentation. Thank you very much. Can you all stand up and pop your arms? But instead, you do what? Thank you very much for participating. I hand over to Janet. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. If any questions, just put them in the chat.
Thank you so much, Anne. Thank you so much, Anne, for that great presentation and for the chicken dance video. It was really nice. At this juncture, I would love to invite Madame Kathy to give us some closing remarks for today.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for making it today. It was not easy, but thank you so much. And we apologize for not managing time well. Tomorrow we shall do better. And we encourage you to join early tomorrow so that we can start. And when you're given assignments, please try to work on them on time so that during the sessions, you are not left behind. Thank you so much for attending. I wish you a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.